So far we have learned about lists and tuples. Now it's time to explore one of the most powerful and underrated data structure in Python, sets. In this video you will learn Python sets from absolute beginner to advanced level. You will understand what sets are, how they work and why they are fast, and how they are used in real-world programs. By the end of this video you will be able to use sets confidently in your own projects. Let's begin. So what is a set? A set in Python is an unordered collection of unique values. This means a set does not allow duplicate elements. A set has no fixed order, so you cannot access items by index. Let's create set with the numbers. Numbers equals to, we use curly brackets to create set. Now let's create names. Curly brackets and those quotation marks. Names, let's say Alex, John, and let's say again Peter, my best friend. Now we can also create mixed set. Mixed equals to curly brackets 1 comma Python and true. We can also create an empty set, and it is creating an empty set is a little bit different from creating with the values. Let's say empty set equals to, and this is how we create an empty set, because if we use curly brackets like this will basically create an empty dictionary. So we use set to create an empty set. And let's say if we add duplicates, for example, allow me to print names. If I execute the code, now let's add again Alex. So Python will basically ignore duplicate values. We can check membership in sets, and sets are extremely fast for membership checks. They are perfect when you only care whether something exists or not. Let's check print, and we want to check Alex name in names set. Let's execute the code, and the results are always Boolean. That's true because Alex is present in the name set. Let's check another name, and this time let's say Peter in names, and execute the code, and the result is true. Now we can also add and remove elements from sets, and there is Python built-in functions for that. Let's add names in the name set, names.add, and let's say Simon, and let's print names. Let's execute the code, and the name Simon is added. Now how to remove names? We can simply use names.remove, and let's say again remove the Simon, and let's say print names, and execute the code, and remove Simon is removed. Now there is one problem with the remove, that it deletes an element and throws an error if it doesn't exist. But we can use a safest way, and that is discard function, which removes an item if it exists and it does nothing if it doesn't. Let's say names dot discard, and let's remove Peter, and print names, and let's execute the code, and the name Peter is removed. We can also loop through a set, same like for list and tuples. Let's say for example for name in names, print name. Let's execute the code, and the result is John and Alex. Now remember, sets are unordered, so the output order may be different every time. There are some built-in set operations that we can use to combine both sets and find common elements, and find items in A but not in B, and find the items in either A or in B but not in both. So let's try all of them. For example, let's say first create a set, say 1 2 3 and 4, and let's say B is equals to set 3 comma 4 comma 5 comma 6. Now let's say, for example, we want to print and we want to combine both sets, and we use this sign for that. Let's execute the code, and the result will be the combination of both sets. Let's, for example, if we want to find common elements, then we'll use a and b. Let's execute the code, and 3 or 4 are common in both sets. And if you want to find items in a but not in b, then we will use print a dash b. Let's execute the code, and 1 and 2. Let's find symmetric difference in either but not in both. Print a and b. So 1, 2 and 5, 6. Now there are some built-in methods that we can use to add multiple values or remove everything from the set. Let's say, for example, if you want to add some values in the b set, we'll simply say b dot update and square brackets. Let's say, for example, add 7 comma 8, and then let's execute the code, and let's say print b, and execute the code, and the values are added to the set 7 and 8. Now we can also remove an empty set by simply using b dot clear function. It is method, so it removes basically everything from the set. And let's print b now, and the result is empty set. Now when we should use list versus tuple versus set, we can use list when order matters, data changes frequently, and we can use tuple when data must not change and you want safety and speed. And we should use set when you only care about uniqueness, you need fast membership checks, and you want to compare groups of values. Now let's have a real example of sets, and for example, if you want to remove duplicates, we will simply use set. Now let's, for example, create emails. Let's say @gmail.com. Let's say another ab@gmail.com. maybe C. Let's say A, because we want to remove the duplicate. a@.com. Let's say C. Gmail. Now let's, for example, we want to find unique emails equals to set, and let's say emails. Let's print unique emails. So this is the easiest way to remove duplicates from any list. Let's execute the code, and the duplicates are removed. Let's do another real example, and we will find some common students. For example, let's say class A equals to set, and let's say Peter and John. Let's say Parker, and let's say class B, and so class B equals to Peter, John, and let me think another name, John, and let's say ABC. Now you'll find some common names. Common equals to class A and class B. And let's say print common students. And let's execute the code, and the result is common students are John and Peter because both are in the same sets. Now you have a complete understanding of Python sets from beginner to advanced level. You have learned what sets are, how to create and modify them, set operations, real-world use cases with lists, tuples, and sets. You now master Python's core data structure. If this video helped you, like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other learners. See you in the next tutorial.